Hi everyone, it's Tammy with Frou-frou Studio. Are you ready for another week of I Saw It on Pinterest? I am going to attempt to make this tag, which is by scrapbook.com, is who pinned it, and it is a April tag of the month by design team member Carola Witzak. I'm sure I absolutely destroyed that last name. But you can find it on the scrapbook.com page on Pinterest. So, looking at this tag, I could not decide exactly what this background, how she made this background, but I'm thinking it's a piece of scrapbook paper. So I'm going to recreate that, not using scrapbook paper. I have cut out, excuse me, cut out some cardstock, and I cut out some butterflies that have script in the background. And I'm going to use these little die cuts to recreate the background, and then we'll glue all the pieces together. So all I did was I cut a piece of regular just cream colored cardstock, and then I cut a piece of brown because I did not want to do the black. I wanted mine to be a little softer, so I did a brown, and I did it just a little bit smaller than the cream colored cardstock, and so that's going to be our tag base. So I'm going to put my angles on here, and then we'll go from there. So I hope everybody's doing good today. This is my favorite day of the week, is when I do the I Saw It on Pinterest. I hope you guys enjoyed as well. I like looking at people's ideas on Pinterest, and I especially like to see what I can do to make them a little different than the original pins. So that's kind of how this series started. Yeah, I think that's going to work. And let's poke our hole in the top. So I can kind of situate where that goes. And then let's go ahead and glue this together and ink it up. Actually, I'm going to use glue stick, I think, on this part. And we'll get our tag put together and our butterflies on there. And this is just colored cardstock that I got at Joann's. It was in a pack that has like all different colors in it together. Nothing special about it. As well as the cream cardstock came from Joann's as well. You can, when you get it, when they're having their coupon sales, it's pretty inexpensive. So, and it's not really heavy, which I like, because it gives you plenty of strength to make tags out of, but it's not like super bulky. Like, it's thinner than the cardstock that's on the heavy cardstock tags that are pre-made. So I'm not sure what the poundage is on it, but it's good for tags because it gives it enough strength. without being too bulky. I'm going to go around this real quick here, and then we're going to put a hole reinforcer on the front and the back, and then we're going to put a grommet in the hole. Just to ink this up just a little bit, because, you know, I like my grunge. Alright. Hope everyone is doing dandy on this Thursday. I'm actually filming this on Tuesday. Alright, grommet. I'm using gold because I have gold, or I'm gonna have gold in 2 other places on the tag. So I wanted a 3rd gold thing, so that's gonna be my grommet. I knew that was going to happen. These gold ones are not We Are Memory Keepers, and they are impossible sometimes to crush. I'm gonna try a different one because I dropped that one on the floor. There we go. That one worked much better. Alright, so there's our base. Now I'm going to take these little butterflies and I'm just going to place them around different places on the tag and glue them down. And I'm going to focus mainly around the edges because we're going to have another piece that's going to go in the middle. And so it's not really necessary that we have them in the middle. And I cut these out of a die that I have that has about 1 million different sizes. You can see them all here. And I'm just going to turn them all different ways and glue them on there. So this might take a second. Like I said, I'm not sure how this person did it, but this is how I'm gonna do it. Cut some of them in half so I can hang them off the edge. Just gonna go around. This is gonna be the most time-consuming part here. I will try to do it as quickly as I can. Kind of boring, huh? Watch me glue butterflies. trying to be random. I have an issue sometimes being random. My mind, my brain says symmetrical, you know. Let's do this one over here. I'm going to move this out of the way. My hands are getting sticky. They're sticking to my fingers instead of to the paper. Okay, let me take my other piece here. Okay, a couple more. No, that one's the same as that one. Don't want to do that. Oops. Did I not get any glue on that one, or I just have more glue on my fingers than I have on the paper? It's probably the case. Let me wipe my fingers off a little bit. Cut another one in half. Like I said, this is probably not what she did. She probably had scrapbook paper. This is going to be too big. Okay, let's do the other half over in this one spot here. And yeah, that's going to be too close. That may be good. All right, we'll reserve those, but I think we're good. All right, so the next piece that's going to go down is book page. And it's going to go there, and I need to round the corners for it. So I'm going to round the corners. And ink the edges. This is old book page. It's kind of nice yellow color. And I like this particular book. This is like from a book of classics or something like that. But I like this particular book because the words are really small. So you can still see a lot of the text when you cut it down like this, because it is written, you know, with smaller letters. So we're gonna put it centered from side to side and kind of top to bottom. And straight. All right. Make sure we have that nice and down. All right, and the next piece is just a piece of coffee dyed paper. It's cut a little bit smaller than this piece that we just did. And again, I'm rounding the edges. And inking the edges. Okay. Ooh. Do I like that side better? Oh, it may be a little dark. Yeah, that side's better. Okay. It reminds me that I need to order some more coffee dyed paper. I don't do my own. I order it from Godspeed because I hate, first of all, I don't like coffee. And second of all, I don't like the mess of coffee dyeing paper, so I order it. I know, cop out, but I do. And she does an excellent job. So if you don't like to do it, I would check her out on Etsy because she has one of the best prices out there for coffee dyed paper, and she has, that's where I get my coffee dyed graph paper and the children's writing paper and all the different ones that I use. I'm inking up these butterflies a little bit, grunching them up just a tad. That one has some glue on the back side. Okay, now we're going to focus on the focal points, which are butterflies as well. And I have 3, and these are just digitals that I embossed because I wanted mine to stand out a little bit. She did not emboss, and I am not doing the, let me bring this back over here so you can see. She has 3 butterflies stacked here, and she has the words down here at the bottom. I'm not doing the words, and I embossed my butterflies. And let's see if we go, see if she says, I could have looked at this earlier and seen, no, it doesn't look like she used scrapbook paper. She just shows the flower and some scrapbook paper that she used that they carry. It looks like swirly doos is the name of her page. And this was from 2012. So, you know, I have no idea if she's still making or not making or whatever. And you can see she also stitched around this part. And I'm not going to do that, but I may do a faux stitch. Let me see. I'm going to reach behind me here and see if I can find my little faux stitch stamp. Alright, so I got it. It's a little zigzag stamp. And let me find my long, skinny block here. And we'll see if we can't mimic that without going to the sewing machine. So it's going to be about the right length on the side, and I'm going to use potting soil or tile. Don't worry, I wasn't going to lay that down. I was measuring. Let me get me a little piece of paper here so that I don't mess up what I already got. Okay. And we'll do the same on this side. There we go. There's our stitching. Just like that. Now we can work on our butterflies. So this one's going to go at the bottom. And then I have this one that's supposed to go here. Actually, the flower's supposed to go in the middle of this one. And then this one has 2 layers, and that's the first layer. And that's the second layer. Like I said, I embossed all these, and I put these little beads. Alright, where'd my third butterfly go? There it is. And then we have this one. And the reason I'm putting these in place is I want to stamp the crown at the top, and I want to make sure that I have enough room. I want to stamp the crown before I glue the butterflies down. That's what I'm trying to say. Alright, and then here's my crown. And then I can shift those up if I need to. I'm pretty sure she's got it over the stitching. Let me take a little peek here. Lost my pen. Give me just a second, guys. Where'd you go? I have so many things on my board. It takes me a minute. Alright, where'd you go? Alright. Sorry. So, do I want that? I think I'm going to do that in the potting soil as well, because I just feel like that black is going to be too much. We'll do a little test stamp to make sure that if I can get this. This is a really old stamp, and it doesn't want to stick to anything. It's almost got like a it's not flat anymore. Yeah, that's gonna work. Alright, so let's see if we can get this. There we go. That looks good. It still stamps good, doesn't it? Alright. Now we can put our butterflies on. So we want this little guy on first. And I'm going to use art glitter glue because I embossed it. And I don't know if the glue stick would stick to it or not. It probably would. But just in case. Alright, and then we want our big guy on here. Move him up just a little bit. Okay, and then we want our flower on. Okay, and then we want our, this one is one of the die cuts, you know, that I cut when I cut all the others out of the book page, and I'm just using it. Get everything centered up. And then we're going to put this little guy with the beads on him. Cute, huh? Yeah, I like the brown. Alright, now, now we're going to do our little topper and we'll be done. So what I did is I have some just mummy cloth that I kind of made look sort of like a bow. And then I have some just brown twine. And I'm going to put that in the hole first. And then I'm going to kind of put this in the middle. And tie a knot. Oh, and I just thought of something that I meant to get. And I bet I don't have one close by. She put that other flower up at the top, and I didn't like that because it's 2 flowers and not 3. And so I was going to put like a button or something, and I'm going to do something gold, I think. lifting my petals up a little. Let's see. I don't think I have anything. Let me look in this little box. This little box has got some trinkets in it, but I don't think there's a gold button in here. There's a brown button. There's this color. Brown. No, I think it needs to be, there's gold wax seal with a heart. No. An orange button would work too, but I don't know. Oh. Do you want that? May not need anything. We may just, oh, there's silver. Silver button. I took this button and I painted it. I've got my gold paint sitting there because I was going to do some gold splatters anyway. Whoops, I'm losing my beads. Let's do that. Let's put some paint on that real quick. See what that looks like. I'm just going to use my finger tool. Okay, I'm going to give that a second to dry. And we'll put a couple of gold splatters. Really lightly. I don't want anything crazy. Okay, I'm going to hit this with the heat gun for a second. pick it up with my tweezers so I don't burn myself. Dry it. Am I making you dizzy? It's still a little damp, but that's gonna go. Right there, I think. I don't want to put it there, it's too much bulk, so I think I'm going to put it like right there. Get the Fabri-Tac. I think I'm going to trim those legs off that string a little bit. They're a little long for me. All right, there we go. I like that. I think it turned out cute. Now, you could grunge it up more. I could rough up those edges a little more. I definitely, I think, need to grunge up this mummy cloth. It's way too clean looking. Probably the easiest way to do that would be to give it a little spray with some coffee. Oh, that's better. All right. Now I'm going to put a clamp on that and hope it doesn't take all the paint off until it gets dry. Okay, fringe that up a little bit. All right, so I hope you guys like that. I think it's kind of a cool pin. And it'll look really good. You could do butterfly journal. You could do, put it in a botanical journal. You could, I mean, there's lots of uses for it. I don't think it's, you know, something that would be just one particular kind of journal. There's another one of those tiny butterflies. Might cut it halfway this way and put it. I have gold fingers. what happens when you use your fingers, though, right? Under. Then we could put the other one over here where I kept trying to put something, or the other half over here where I kept trying to put a different one that was too big. There we go. I'm gonna quit talking, quit making. I'll never quit making, but I'm quit making for this video. So let me know what you think, and if you find some cool pins, let me know. I love looking on Pinterest. I do that a lot while during TV time at night when the hubby's watching some kind of sports I don't want to watch. It's a good way to pass the time, and you really do find some really good ideas. So if you're not looking there for inspiration, I highly recommend that you do, because there's a lot of it out there. There's a lot of great journaling people on Pinterest, and they always have some really interesting makes. So thank you to all those makers for sharing your ideas. It's always fun to see what everybody else is doing. And thank you guys again for joining me, and I will see you back tomorrow for the 50 Stack Challenge 4. Until then, everybody have a good evening. Bye.